Today I wanted to switch it up a little bit and show you some of my favorite movies from my favorite directors. And we're going to start with M. Night Shyamalan. Yes, I do like M. Night Shyamalan as a director. I think he's very unique. He has his own style. He's pretty good with twists. I'm not saying that every twist lands great, but I give the guy credit for, doing something different each time, whether it works or not. But I have pretty much every M. Night Shyamalan film, except for a couple. Now, what I'm talking about are the movies that, pretty much made him popular, put him on the radar. He did a film in 1992 called Praying with Anger. Then he did a film in 1998 called Wide Awake. And those came before this heavy hitter, The Sixth Sense. This is the movie that put him on the map. And I got to tell you, I still love it to this day. It is creepy. The cinematography is fantastic. Love the music. Love Bruce Willis. Haley Joel Osment's great too. And I love the ghosts that appear. I love the overall concept of this movie. Even though the twist happens, when you watch it, you still kind of wait for the twist, but it's done so well that you're not really saying, okay, well, Bruce Willis is actually a ghost. You're not really thinking that. At least I wasn't right away, It's a twist that, most people might say, well, if you watch it once, it's spoiled. So if you watch it again, it doesn't have any rewatchability because the twist is spoiled. So it's the whole movie's spoiled for you. I don't think that way. When I watch it again and again and again, I still know when the twist is coming, but the situations that are happening, I'm not sitting there saying, well, Bruce Willis is a ghost in this situation. So that's how well this movie is done. Next up, we have my favorite M. Night Shyamalan film, and that is Unbreakable. I have the Blu-ray, and I also have the Vista Series DVD. This movie pretty much modernizes the superhero lore. It makes superheroes real. Like, what would happen in real life if superheroes existed in a way? Like, what would they be like? Like, if you tried to make them realistic. And I feel like he did in this movie. You have heroes and villains. And again, Bruce Willis is in this film. So, first movie was about ghosts. This movie is about superheroes. I just love the creativity here. They don't make films like this anymore. Again, the cinematography is great. The music by James Newton Howard is amazing. And I just love it. This is a brilliant movie. The twist in this, it didn't really hit as hard as The Sixth Sense did, but it's still a good one. So, another heavy hitter, and that is Signs, with Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix. About crop circles. This family lives on a farm. They know they have a crop circle out in their crops, and weird things start happening. They think it's like an alien invasion. It's very subtle. It's not like a big-time Independence Day invasion, but it's really on a small scale, I would say. But it's so effective. I love it. Very, very good. Next up, we have The Village. Now, here's the thing about this movie. I love the movie up until the end. I think the twist in this should have been something else. The twist in this, I love the fact that there's these creatures that emerge from the forest. And the twist is basically these people who dress up as the creatures to install fear into the community so they don't leave the boundaries. I get that, but I thought that was kind of a weak twist. I wanted the creatures to be real. I wanted, that was my thing. I wanted something else, personally. It would have been cool if the creatures were real and killing people and there was some sort of twist that maybe those creatures were from an ancient civilization, or maybe they weren't from this planet. But the thing is, I don't know if that would have worked because he just did Signs, and that was kind of science fiction as well. I don't know. He used Joaquin Phoenix again in this because he was in Signs, and he did a great job. I just feel like the twist in this, I just didn't agree with it, I guess. But it's a pretty decent film. Next up, we have Lady in the Water, which is a different kind of movie for M. Night. I mean, if you go by the stuff that he's done before this is definitely in a new direction. It's basically like a fantasy, like a bedtime story. Like it says here, a classic bedtime story for a new generation. You got Paul Giamatti and you got Bryce Dallas Howard, who was also in The Village. So you notice how M. Night carries over some actors and actresses from the previous films. This movie, you have to use a lot of imagination, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. It's kind of slow in some parts, but it is interesting. Next up, we have one of my personal favorites, and I have 2 copies here with different cover arts, and that is The Happening. They're basically the same cover art. As you can see, it's the road that leads up to the city, and there's cars. It's the same here, same car, right? Same car, city, road, but Mark Wahlberg is just standing in the middle of it. So, yeah. This movie is funny. It's hilarious, actually. It's, I like it because of that reason. I'm a teacher. No, ma'am, no, I'm a teacher. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know. It's not scary at all. I don't think this movie is scary one bit. It's just funny, and it's here's the better word. This movie is entertaining. It is entertaining as hell. So that's why I love it. It's basically about the wind. It's about plants taking over the earth because, humans have basically, the humans have neglected the earth for so long. And it's basically the plants getting revenge on people, making people commit suicide and releasing toxins in the air and stuff like that. So it's like Mother Nature getting revenge. It's interesting. It's an interesting idea, but it's just funny. So, all right. Next up, we have The Last Airbender, which is considered the worst in the series of M. Night films. This is actually considered at the lowest tier. And honestly, this movie, I've seen it, and it's just one of those films that I just couldn't get into. And it's just, I couldn't help it. I gave it a chance. I just wasn't really interested in what was going on. Nothing against M. Night's, idea for this. I just don't think it was executed very well. Right here it says it's an action-packed, exciting family film. I don't know. Maybe I don't think my kids have seen this, but maybe they would like it. I just wasn't into it. It was a different step, different direction for M. Night for sure. But you ask a lot of people, what's the worst M. Night movie? They would say this. Next up, we got After Earth, which I thought was okay. Some of the CG was pretty bad. And you have Will Smith pretty much, he's always angry in this movie, and Jaden Smith, so father and son appearing in this. The concept was pretty cool. And I thought the other world and stuff was pretty neat. But again, it's different. It's more, I'd say, sci-fi-ish take. So again, M. Night's doing different things. Now, this is one of my favorites, and that is The Visit. I love The Visit so much. I love the twist in this. I think the twist is absolutely brilliant. And the grandma in this scares the shit out of me. Honestly, I freaking love it. I love how it's like a found footage based film. And yeah, she is so creepy. Even the grandpa's creepy. But yeah, when she looks at the camera, she's like, Yahtzee! Can you get in the oven to clean it? Oh my God. Yeah, this movie is great. I just watched it again the other night, and God, I freaking love it. Now, here we have another great one, and that is Split. Nobody knew that this was part of the Unbreakable series, and the whole movie doesn't even acknowledge that until the very end when we see Bruce Willis and they play the Unbreakable music. And then you know it's connected, and I was like, wow, what a great experience. I saw this in the theater, and when that happened, everyone was like, oh my God. I mean, it's one of those experiences you never forget. That's how you do a twist. That is how you do a twist, man. And James McAvoy, his role in this is amazing. He plays, 23 different personalities? Awesome. This is an awesome movie. He is a fantastic actor, and yeah, just amazing film. The much anticipated Glass. I thought this movie was a little bit of a disappointment, even though I liked most of the stuff in it. I did not like how Bruce Willis went out at the end, where he just basically drowned in a puddle. I thought that was really stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he could have gone out way better than that. But I do like how all this comes to a conclusion, and it all comes together from Unbreakable, and then you got Split, and you got Glass. So it's basically the trilogy. So again, James McAvoy's great. Everyone's great in this. Next up, we have Old. This movie was a disappointment. I like the idea of what M. Night was trying to do. I don't think it was executed that well. In fact, there are a lot of situations that happen in this movie. Someone is okay and someone's doing this and doing that when the other person, something happened to them. And you're thinking to yourself like, well, wait a minute, that don't make any sense. There are a lot of things that don't make sense in this film, which is why I think the idea wasn't executed as well. The idea was there. I just think they could have done more with it or maybe changed it up a little bit. But the idea was interesting. I think it just kind of fell flat. So, but that's just my opinion. I gave it a chance, and, a lot of people were complaining about it. And since I'm an M. Night fan, I'm not, I wasn't going to listen to anybody. I really don't anyway. I kind of just judge for myself. But, I just feel like the execution was not there. Really good idea, but yeah, just kind of fell flat for me. And the last one, the newest film in the M. Night filmography, is Knock at the Cabin. What a brilliant movie. 4 strangers show up at this cabin out in the middle of nowhere with these weird weapons. And Bautista, he looks like a monster compared to these people. And they show up at the cabin and they want these people to do a certain thing. And if they don't do it, then something bad has to happen. It's amazing. I didn't know if this film was kind of psychological in a way, and you start to think that with these characters, and then it goes a completely different way, and fantastic, M. Night. Fantastic. He deserves an applause right now. I mean, yeah, this movie's amazing. So, anyway, that is my M. Night Shyamalan collection, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. M. Night is still one of my favorite directors. I don't care what anybody says.